Hello, Mr. Jones. Here is the current report on worldwide investment.
Yes, I see. It's very disappointing. Tell me, how much is affecting us?
Well, as you can see that last year people invested about $80 billion in companies, banks, and businesses. And this year the number has decreased to $25 billion in banks all over the world. And people have stopped taking loans, stopped making new accounts, and even businesses hoping to expand don't rely on banks anymore.
Very well, I understand the depth of the problem now. And I'm sure I know what the cause is. Mr. Gates, here is the monthly report.
Thank you. Wait, how can this be? It says that 35% of our trains have been decommissioned as the number of passengers has reduced, and in many of the intercity buses, instead of 5 departures a day, there are only 2 per city. Last year we always had our tickets oversold due to the number of passengers. Explain why it's different this year.
Well, sir, we've been trying to do some research on it, and so far we found out that people just don't travel that much anymore.
Mr. Victor, please the monthly sales report.
Yes, thank you. It shows that our top 10 dealers have decreased by 55%, and the only car currently being sold is our compact car, the Shank.
Well, sir, simply put, people will rather buy used cars than new ones, or not buy new cars at all. They simply go instead of buying new cars, and leasing cars instead.
Here is the monthly report you asked for, Mr. Hilton.
Thanks. Oh, it says that 60% of our income is down, and none of our usual customers wish to ship their products anymore.
Jan, have you finished the monthly report yet?
Yes, Mr. King. Here you go.
Alright. It states that real estate sales have dropped by 70% lately, and many people with more than 1 or 2 states are trying to sell some of them.
Hello, Mr. Hart. Here's a report on the current ticket sale.
Thank you. What? We're the best airline in the world. We had the highest ticket sales for the last 5 years. How come our ticket sales are so low this year?
We don't know for sure, but we've come to the one conclusion that people just don't travel that much anymore. Not even businessmen.
Very well. I think I'll have to meet Mr. Roger Jones. He's the CEO of CGI Banking. He told me something about this earlier this month. Contact his office and tell his assistant that Mr. Barkhart wants to discuss an important matter.
Mr. Jones, I just received a call from Mr. Barkhart's office, and Mr. Hart was saying that he wanted to discuss on an important matter with you.
And what matter is that?
He said it was something about you discussed with him last time.
Ah, I understand now. Well, tell his office that Mr. Barkhart can come by my penthouse this evening.
Very well, sir.
Oh, and the date today is 15th August 1999, correct?
Yes, sir.
Alright, you go ahead and make that call.
Straight away.
Mr. Hart?
Yes?
Mr. Jones' assistant called and said that Mr. Jones wants to set up a meeting with you at his penthouse. He wants to talk about some matter with you.
Alright, tell the chauffeur to drive me there at 7.
Right away, sir.
It must be Bark. Barak!
Roger.
Welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Come in. So, how have you been?
Don't you usually have butlers to serve people when they come and stuff?
No, not in my penthouse. I like to do things myself over here. But come, have a seat. And tell me, what would you like to drink?
64 de Merci, if you have.
I have that, but try my Long Island iced tea.
Definitely.
It's more different.
Definitely.
I hope you like it, Barrick. Specially made by myself.
Don't worry.
There we are.
Well, Roger, I'll say this one is better than the usual one. What's your secret?
Instead of 3 pints of vodka, I use 2 pints of Coca-Cola and 1 pint of vodka. Right. Now let's get to business. If what I've heard is true, and I like to think it is, your airline is losing passengers rapidly.
Right. And banks are losing investment rapidly as well.
Well, that's correct. Our loan department is dead. No ingoing, no outgoing.
I have lost 70% of the passenger on the 5 best routes. What can you do?
Barrett, I've been the CEO of CGI Banking since 1980. My grandfather established it in 1931, right after the Wall Street crash, during the Great Depression. And CGI Banking has since then increased continuously. We are the biggest banking company in the world. And ever since the beginning, this is the first time we're going down so rapidly.
Well, you know my company. My father started it in 1950. We were the first one to fly the Boeing 747 in 1969 and are the best airline in the world, and yet we're also going down.
Alright, do you remember a company called CC Tablets?
Yes, the CEO, James Clarkson, ran away with the whole company's money and was never seen again.
Well, you see, that's the reason to our problems. We are in the late 1990s right now. Computers are found in every big company in the world. And James Clarkson saw that as a potential future market. What he did was he created the world's first tablet, the CC Pad. And he marketed it around the world. Many people bought it. And many companies also invested in the tablet. The tablet, which only works for a few months, wasn't particularly more productive than the usual PC. But it was small and mobile, and that's what people wanted. But alas, there was a catch. You see, it only worked for a few months, and then the screen blacked out because it was cheaply made. Luckily, my banks never bought any.
Yes, I know. We bought 10 prototypes to see if there was something to filter out passengers. But as you said, they were useless.
Right. Anyhow, people invested money, time went, and James Clarkson escaped right before 90% of the tablets were going to be blacked out. There's some rumor about that he's currently living in China, in some remote area, in his own custom-built mansion.
Yes, I heard that too.
Anyhow, ever since he escaped 4 months ago, people just don't trust anybody or any company in the world. And they just don't spend money on unneeded things anymore.
Yes, I think I get the picture.
Exactly. It's like a second Great Depression. Except that this time, people have money, but they don't have the courage to use it on anything besides general needs.
I know, it's everywhere.
Now there are 2 other companies who are also stuck in this pickle like us. One of them is High Estates, the CEO. Bartholomew McCain is a friend of mine. I talked with him on the phone earlier this week. He told me that his company is also going down. I've known him for a long time. I know him because people usually take loans from my banks and then buy estates or houses from him. So if my loans are down, his sales are down. The other company is BRN Trains and Buses. Now this company runs America's roads and undergrounds. The company is the best public transport company in the world. I talked with its CEO as well, Jack Gates. He also told me about how the Great Depression is hitting them.
Yes, I also happen to be in touch with companies facing this problem. PAC Cost and Zebra Shipping. The CEO of Zebra Shipping, Morris Hilson, is facing big problems. His cargo ships were always busy and fully booked. Now, they are free and mostly empty. People don't waste money in companies or buy things, and therefore, companies don't really need shipping now. And PAC Cost, the CEO, Kevin Victor, told me they have no car sales, and I heard one of their plants is about to get shut down.
Yes, I heard. It's one of their biggest ones. Listen, I have an idea. Let's make a brainstorming conference with the four of these guys on how to solve the problem. And we could also give them some insight about the cause to the problem. I'll talk to Jack Gates and Bartholomew Kane.
Right, and I'll talk to Kevin, Richard, and Marshall too.
Good. I'll tell my assistant to book the top floor of the Windsor Hotel and we'll have our conference there. Meet them by Friday and we'll have the conference on Saturday.
Alright then, Roger. You completed talking, but I have to leave now.
Good. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ben,
Yes, sir.
contact Jack Gates and Bartholomew Kane's offices and tell their assistants that I would like them to come by my penthouse this evening. Say I want to discuss about an important matter.
Sure, sir.
Gentlemen, welcome.
Bartholomew? Jack?
Gentlemen, have a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Roger, could we make this quick? My wife is holding a dinner this evening and she expects me at home by 8.
Of course. So I hear your companies are going down in revenue.
Correct.
You know Barrett Hart? I and him have an idea. He's the CEO of Hart Alliance. On Saturday, they're holding a conference at the Windsor Hotel. You see, 2 other companies are also being hit by this, if you will, and the companies are PSC Cars and Zebra Shipping. I and Barrett Hart are inviting you and those 2 companies so we can brainstorm about the problem together. As they say, 2 heads are better than 1, the 6 of us.
Or what time is it?
Just arrive at the Windsor Hotel at 8 p.m. Saturday. Alright, see you then.
See you.
Ciao.
Au revoir, gentlemen.
Here's your coffee, sir.
Thanks. Hey, listen.
Yes?
Contact Kevin Richards and Marshall Richards' offices and tell the assistant that I would like to meet them today at Fabio Bistro's to talk about the investment crisis. They'll understand.
Right away, sir.
Alright, thanks. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, Bart.
Hello.
Bart, can we do the script? I have a meeting soon.
Of course. So I hear your company revenues are going down.
Yeah, correct.
I and Roger Jones, CEO of CGI Banking, have an idea.
Yeah.
On Saturday, we're holding a conference at the Windsor Hotel. You see, 2 other companies are also being hit by this. We are in trains and buses and high estates. I and Roger are inviting you and them so we can brainstorm about the problem together. As they say, 2 heads are better than 1, not the 6 of us.
Alright, what time is it then?
We just arrived at the Windsor Hotel at 8 p.m. Saturday.
Perfect. See you then.
Ciao.
Au revoir, gentlemen.
Jack! Roger, good to see you.
Jack.
Barb.
Roger.
Morris, good to see you.
Bart.
Morris.
Jack.
Hello, Jim.
Kevin.
Victor.
Hello, Victor.
Hi, Morris.
Mr. CEO.
Hello, Marcy.
I see him.
Hello.
Gentlemen, because Bartholomew Kane recently had an accident, his vice CEO will be taking his place tonight. Well, everyone showed up tonight. It must be hitting us all hard then.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes, yes.
Right then, we all know why we're here?
Because of the Great Depression.
That's right.
Exactly.
And everyone's company is suffering from it.
Quite badly as well.
Yes, well you see, we're all here to solve the problem tonight.
Wait, how long do we intend to stay here?
As long as we have to.
So we're probably eating dinner here?
Yes.
The hotel has a Chinese restaurant, correct?
I believe so. Alright then, let's get to work.
Do you all know Jim Clarkson, gentlemen?
Yes. He's the one who created the CC pad. The fraud pad, as I call it.
It came out of a couple of months ago. It was a big hit.
But all the CC pads blacked out a few weeks after James Clarkson
Disappeared. Yes, and now he apparently lives in some remote area in China.
Exactly. And it looks like everyone knows something about James Clarkson. Well, gentlemen, you see, he is the cause to the Great Depression. Ever since he disappeared, people just don't trust anybody or any company in the world. And they just don't spend money on new things anymore. And that is because he escaped with so much investment money.
So Roger and I did some background research on this. We talked to the famous psychoanalyst Stephen Rice.
Yes, and he told us about how humans go into safe mode about spending money whenever some big crisis happens like this one. And the safe mode strengthens when someone like James Clarkson disappears.
True enough. I remember when I used to ship products for Panasonic. I once heard rumors about how they pay very slowly and sometimes ship faulty products, and I stopped shipping for them when I heard some electronics shop chain in France sued them for faulty TVs, and Maersk shipping got involved because they shipped the TVs.
Gentlemen, Morris here is also an example of the current world of consumers and buyers.
Yes, I think we all understand it now.
It's true about the safe mode. I think we have all experienced it before, but maybe not to such an extent.
Yes, yes.
Quite true.
That's correct.
Before we continue, I'd just like to know how we are all connected in this.
Well, to buy houses, people take loans. That's me. And then they buy houses. That's you. And in order to get around to do these things, they need transportation. That's Jack.
Right, and transportation also includes me. They fly through my airlines.
And I make cars which are later shipped by Morris.
Exactly.
Alright, let's get busy now.
Anything popping in your head?
We could use a halo effect.
What's that exactly?
Humans are naturally inclined to trust and rely on good-looking people more than average-looking people. They use it with waitresses and receptionists all the time.
Yes, that's the effect psychoanalyst Robert Cialdini discovered.
Or we could lower prices for a while.
How about we make special offers or deals?
Yes. For instance, I could ship twice as much for half the price.
Gentlemen, those are all valid and good ideas.
But we need something which would benefit us in the long term. I don't think we should trick people into buying. We want to show integrity and want them to have faith.
That's true enough.
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yes, we need to regain the public's trust.
I think we should get out of our usual business thinking mindset and focus more on regaining trust rather than using business tactics. Since it is a psychological problem, we should try things which people gain trust in naturally.
Yes, you're right. This isn't the usual business problem we have every day. This is something different.
So let's get to basics about trust. What do people look for when trusting a company or a product?
Off the top of my head, transparency and guarantee.
Customer service at best.
Let's not forget the true description about any given product.
Things that will last.
Customer satisfaction.
And we should show our company's past to demonstrate to people that not every company is like CC Tablets.
I must say, those are always the things ads are trying to imply.
True. So I believe even though all our companies are facing this crisis, we all have money in our companies which we can invest in improving those things. I know it's a risk, but it's a risk we'll have to take.
We're all CEOs in our companies today, and I think we all took risks to become who we are today, and we made it.
That's very much true, Morris. It happened with all of us.
Well, gentlemen, let's all get to work on improving those things.
Let's want to see how it works.
Yes. We should be in 6 months. 6 months. We'll leave you docs. There's a very good